Worked out pretty hard today. Too tired to even take a shower. So gross. Please, it is so gross. Just like shower after you work out, please. Even if it's like a bird bath, just shower. I don't understand people that don't shower after they work out. Shower. Throw some water on you. Throw some water down there. I don't think a fart can sit in a woman's hair for that long. June 27th, he must have sensed that I was bummed after bombing that presentation. He had been so sweet. He made a dinner for us tonight, and he actually gave me a back rub that lasted longer than 20 seconds. Love him. So this lady, okay, I know this is not real, but this is women's brains, y'all. This is the female brain right here. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rebecca. So today we are going to get into part 2 of the sex spreadsheet debacle. Now, I didn't know we were going to have a part 2. I didn't know I was going to make another video about this. But thank you to Josh Anderson, a loyal subscriber who sent me the rebuttal from the wife. So there is a Reddit post about this and a supposed spreadsheet from the wife explaining her side of why she said no. So we are gonna jump into the juicy video. But before we do, please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and let's jump into it. All right, guys, if you missed part 1 of this video, you can check out the video up above in the cards. I highly suggest you watching that one before you watching this one. But for context, he sent his wife a spreadsheet of all the times she denied him sex in 2 months, and she wasn't having it. Okay, so this is the Reddit post supposedly from the woman in question. All right, let's get into it. The title says, "My husband, male 26, sent me, female 26, an immature, inflammatory email as I was driving to the airport for a 10-day work trip. Now he has cut contact." Okay. So it says, "My husband, male 26, and I, female 26, have been together for 5 years, married for 2 of those years, and we just bought a house 5 months ago. No kids yet. Our lives have been crazy busy though. We spent all spring renovating our new house. At my job, I was given nearly double my usual workload after some of my colleagues were laid off. I gained some weight in the winter time and have been busting my ass at the gym to get rid of it." That's good. That's great. She's working on her body. She's working on her fitness. She's overloaded at work. The stress, the anxiety of that probably put on the weight gain plus the renovations of the house. That's very typical. It happens. Women tend to put on weight with stress and anxiety. Yesterday morning, while in a taxi on the way to the airport, husband sends a message to my work email, which is connected to my phone. He's never done this. We always communicate in person or by text. I open it up and it's a sarcastic diatribe basically saying he won't miss me for 10 days, the 10 days I'm gone. Attached is a spreadsheet of all the times he has tried to initiate sex since June 1st, with a column for my excuses using verbatim quotes of why I didn't feel like having sex at that very moment. According to his document, we've only had sex 3 times in the last 7 weeks out of the 27 attempts on his part. This is a side of him I have never seen before. Bitter, immature, and full of hatred. In person, he'd be acting normal the whole time, maybe a little bit standoffish in the last week, completely out of left field. Our sex life has tapered in the last few months, but isn't that allowed? Isn't that allowed? We are adults leading busy, stressful lives. I cook for him, I do his laundry, I keep our house clean and tidy. It's not like our sex life was going to be this way forever. It was a temporary slowdown due to extenuating circumstances. I immediately tried phoning him 3 to 4 times before getting on the plane. No answer. When I landed in my destination city, I tried calling him 2 more times. No answer. I texted him saying that we need to talk and he needed to call me at his earliest convenience. No response. He's never intentionally ignored my communications before. I pretty much stayed inside my hotel all evening waiting by the phone, then cried myself to sleep. It's now morning and he still hasn't contacted me. I'm supposed to be out visiting clients for the next 9 days on behalf of my company, and I am an emotional wreck. Why is he putting me through this? What the hell am I supposed to do? Now you have her side of the situation. So to summarize, she gained a little bit of weight. She took on some more at work, more of a workload at work, right? And they were renovating the house. Now, it sounds to me, just an observer outside of this relationship, that this couple doesn't communicate with each other. Instead, they just stick to their own sides. He's pissed off and she's pissed off. This is what happens, and people start building resentment in these spaces when you don't communicate with one another. If they had communicated their concerns and wants and desires, this situation would never be a thing. Why? Because they would resolve it in-house. They would work it out before it even left the walls of their home. That's the difference. People want to say, oh, it's his fault. Oh, it's her fault. No, it's both their fault. Why? Because they equally have to invest in the marriage. That's the part. That's the part people miss all the time. Oh, it's her fault. Oh, it's just his fault. Oh, leave his ass. Oh, he's cheating. She's cheating. They're not communicating with one another. They might be going elsewhere to get comfort, to get that feedback, to get that desire that they want, that desired feeling that they want, right? Oh, he doesn't listen to me anymore. Oh, she's not intimate with me anymore. Well, it doesn't sound like this household is breeding intimacy. It sounds like these are two people that coexist in the same space and they're living as roommates. It's more of a convenient thing. Oh, he's there, he pays bills, I guess, but I'm still doing all of this stuff and he expects me to have sex with him. Like, this is where resentment is built, in the silence. And the bigger that gap grows, the bigger that space becomes, the more and more resentment happens, right? So he's probably thinking, she's going on a 10-day work trip. She's probably going with Stan. Stan is busting those cheeks, right? He's getting it, and I'm stuck, dry, no sex, nothing. And she's thinking, I do all of this work for him. I cook, clean, and I do his laundry while maintaining a full-time job and an extra workload. Do you see where the resentment is? These are two people that are fed up with each other and they can't even communicate with each other. They have to go to Reddit to get feedback on their own relationship, when instead they can open their mouths and have this conversation together or under the supervision of a counselor, a third party, but they don't want to. Because the resentment is already beyond. Like, this woman has checked out, this husband has checked out, and they're just living as roommates. Let's get into the spreadsheet of what she supposedly sent him. So the article says a woman has finally got revenge on her sex-starved husband who decided to keep a detailed spreadsheet which tracked the ridiculous and hilarious sex refusals. Now the turntables have turned as she claims his farting and snoring were the real reasons behind the lack of bedroom action. Whether it's fatigue or that ever faithful headache excuse, we've all fabricated reasons to avoid being intimate with our partners. However, one woman who was left fuming after her husband revealed in a document that he had managed to woo her just 3 times in 2 months is able to revenge after a hilarious parody written from the wife's perspective disputes his list of complaints about their sex life. So apparently this is not from her. This is a parody written from her perspective. I wanted to clear that up, just in case y'all are saying that this is real. Okay, so this is not real. It says, turning the tables on her husband, the hilarious parody written by thefunnysister.com reveals his farting and lack of personal hygiene were some of the real reasons for the couple's dry spell in the bedroom, whilst his snoring is also described as a total mood killer. The post reads, got in bed after a good workout and was totally in the mood, but he farted and Dutch ovened me and I told him it was gross. According to the original document, which surfaced on Reddit under the username Throwaway29, the sex-starved husband claims his wife had used a range of excuses to avoid getting frisky, such as I'm not feeling good, I ate too much, I'm watching a show, even though they were old reruns of Friends. So I'm going to read to you some of the responses from the parody written from thefunnysister.com. It starts off by saying, no, I was watching a show, but there was only 5 minutes left. He was snoring before it was over. The next day, I got into bed after a good workout and totally in the mood, but then he farted and Dutch ovened me. I told him it was gross. Took a shower the next morning because the smell had permeated my hair. Disgusting. Now, I know this is a parody. I know she didn't really write this, but if you are working out and you go to sleep without taking a shower, you're disgusting. Yeah, he might have farted on you and Dutch oven you, but let's be real. Your hair is disgusting because you haven't washed it in a couple days and then you went to the gym and sweated and your hair is disgusting, okay? Let's call that for what it is. I don't think a fart can sit in a woman's hair for that long. I know, parody, we're rolling with it, okay? June 6th, it says, still grossed out by what he did on 6/4. June 9th, worked my butt off all day, cooked him dinner, and then cleaned the kitchen. He watched the game on TV and drank a beer. June 10th, yes, did he finally figure out foreplay? Now, again, this is a parody, keep that in mind, but let's pretend this actually is what she said, right? If you have been together with your husband for 5 years and married for 2 years of those 5 years, don't you think that they were having sex before they got married? Before they tied the knot? I think yes. The sex, the farting, those things were acceptable at the beginning of their relationship, probably into the beginning of their marriage, but once reality set in, the honeymoon phase went away, you say snarky stuff like, oh, he figured out foreplay. So you're saying that he sucks at foreplay and he sucks at sex and you're just with him because of convenience, because that's what this sounds like. Like, this goes back to the point that I've made on my channel before. I think a lot of people are getting married to people that they don't genuinely like. They don't genuinely think they're attractive. Because if this woman was, in fact, attracted to her husband, she would be having sex with him. No problem. A lot of people in these marriages, especially coming from the woman's side, they don't actually like their husbands, and then throw in birth control and hormones and weight gain and all that other stuff. I just don't think in general women like their husbands. So they put them on dry spells and possibly, I don't know, it's a 10-day work trip, possibly getting boned by a client, by, a colleague, by your boss. Who knows? Like, I've heard stories from women in those situations. Like, wasn't trying to give their husbands anything at home, but banging their colleague that they were doing work trips on. I'm just saying. June 11th, he got a bit rough yesterday. Still sore, but dang. It was probably rough because he was so sex starved that he was like, I need to get it while I can, and I'm probably gonna go hard. I'm just saying. June 12th, hard day at work again, so tired. June 13th, watched some stupid movie that he picked out, so boring. June 16th, went out with my friends to a Mexican place and we got trashed. So much food too, bloated and gross. Let's just say he wasn't smelling so great either. Note to self, give him Beano next time. Wasn't feeling it. Hard to get in the mood when you're getting ready to meet up with your parents. Glad we got there early. Mom hates it when we're late. June 19th, worked out pretty hard today. Too tired to even take a shower. So gross. Please, it is so gross. Just like shower after you work out, please. Even if it's like a bird bath, just shower. I don't understand people that don't shower after they work out. Shower. Throw some water on you. Throw some water down there. I'm going to read a few more. June 21st, big meeting tomorrow. Have to get up early, nervous. Hope to get over this presentation with him, but he was too preoccupied with something on his computer. Looked like a spreadsheet. June 22nd, bombed my presentation, so depressed. June 27th, he must have sensed that I was bummed after bombing that presentation. He had been so sweet. He made a dinner for us tonight, and he actually gave me a back rub that lasted longer than 20 seconds. Love him. So this lady, okay, I know this is not real, but this is women's brains, y'all. This is the female brain right here. 1 minute, he can't figure out foreplay, and the next minute, he's making up dinner and rubbing her back and, being all lovey-dovey with her. Love him. This is why I say feelings are fickle. One day you can absolutely hate your husband. The next day you could absolutely love your husband. Don't make lifelong, life-changing decisions when you're angry, when you're upset, when you're hungry, when you're just pissed off, overworked, overtired. Don't make decisions that will change your life. Don't say things that you're going to regret to your partner. This goes both ways. Don't say things that you don't mean, because the saying, sticks and stones might break my bones, but words will never hurt me, that's a lie. Words hurt and they stick for a very long time. Some of y'all are walking out here with so much trauma because of what people have said about you, and you're carrying it like a dead body strapped to your back. If you don't take anything else from this video, please take this. You need to have an open line of communication with your partner, with your husband and wife. If you are feeling some type of way, you need to present it to them without putting them down, without calling them names, without saying that they're this, that, and the third. You need to come into these arguments or into these situations with a level head. I know that it's difficult. I've had to work on this myself. My husband had to work on this himself. We need to fight fair when these situations present themselves. Guys, that is my video for today. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Like I mentioned before, the Reddit thread was real from her, and the spreadsheet was a parody. So just keep that in mind, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you guys liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me down in the algorithm. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, look, I'm on my way to 100,000 subscribers. I think I'm at 90,000 subscribers. I would love to have you here. So join the fam, join the community. And I hope you guys learned something from this video. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.